Alright, just want to let you guys know while I am sitting here at home setting up, we have pretty much all the paperwork has been gone through. I'm going to Staples later to get everything printed out so we are good with the new company. New labels are going to be here on Wednesday of next week. So we'll have new labels on the truck. Everything's going good. I'm just going over all the tools that I'm going to need. So like I said, go to Staples, print stuff out, come home. We're going to pick our tools up. Today's going to be pretty much a entire prep day. We have the fuel filters coming today, 2 micron filters, so maybe we'll get those installed sometime. Maybe we'll do them today. And I also have a new, I don't know what I did with my GoPro, but I have a new GoPro battery on its way as well. I want to show you guys this because this thing is absolutely cool. Alright, so here it is. So basically, instead of wasting my money on these GoPro batteries, because I've bought so many over the years and they're just all junk, I reached out to this company here to make sure that this would work with my media mod, and they said that it would. So I really want to try this thing out. Guys are saying this thing lasts like 8+ hours. So even though it's big and bulky, I would really like to try it. So also, I went over some of the stuff on this budgeting side here. Basically, so I'm going to be going over this stuff, and anytime there's an update, I'm going to give it to you guys, whether it's good, bad, any of that. So anytime I update or change or do this and that, I'm going to do that. I've also added 2 things down here onto the bottom. So these are going to be 2 big goals this year, and obviously with this, pay it off pretty much every month. So, but that's basically the gist of that. So yeah, we're going to get pretty much into the rest of it, and hope you enjoy. Alright, so I got the paperwork all filled out, Bach 3, USC, or UCCR, all the, the BS, truck registrations all printed out. Everything's good. I have specific folders for each individual vehicle, my white truck, my black truck, my trailer. Kind of like Toe Piglet's idea on that trailer tube, putting the paperwork in there. I kind of like that. I think at some point I'm going to start doing that because that's actually a really, really good idea. But I'm headed to Love's now because I need to go get some paper logs, because I forgot, last time when I bought paper logs, I thought I was buying paper logs and I ended up buying DOLs for some reason. This was a while back. So I need to go get those because those are required as backup, even though I'll be using the app for my paper logs. Engine is a 96, so I'm running paper logs, and I'm running it on the app. So instead of running an ELD through the app, I'm just running the paper log version through the app. So I'm going to do that. You have to have those as a requirement, and then we're going to go pick our tools out, and then by then we should have 2 packages at the house. So that's what today's doing. This is all a preparation day, and hopefully we start looking for loads today. All right, $200 later, 2 Fleet Guard filters. Here's the fuel filter. Here's the water separator. Cummins. We have right here, there's one, and we also have a second one. This is how it'll look sitting on the frame. All 4 holes here. That'll sit like that. Flow looks like it goes through this way, so that's something to keep in mind. We have our second one right there. All the fittings to make them connect. And then our outward fittings. Yeah, here's the fitting for the center. Here's the fittings for the outside. So that should work out. I'm gonna get this all set up, figure out where we want to put it on the frame, and then mount that, and then we'll be able to mount these on top. So check this guy. I'm trying to get my GoPro to work, but check this out. So I just bought this power bank thing, and the camera quality on the GoPro is way better. So I do apologize because camera quality lately has been slacking because these 2 new cameras kind of suck. Basically, they're just Samsung phones. But I got this. This should allow me to film for a lot longer, but unfortunately, being that it's cold outside, it's been messing with the GoPro. So I did get it fully charged, but the temperature is kind of messing with the GoPro. So we'll have to figure that out. I had it on earlier and then turned it off, and now it's just not, it's not super happy. But I did buy this thing. I did get this together. So this will be the new fuel filter setup. I'm going to get rid of the fuel filter that is under the engine bay because I just you don't need it anymore. These are 2 micron filters. So Fleet Guard. Do you guys put the water separator first or second? I'm assuming second, but I don't know. I got the fuel filter first. So I'm assuming this one's to catch the shit and then this one's to catch the water. But let me know. door handle, all that. So I'm gonna get this drilled in. I'm gonna get this installed first, and then I'll do the lines probably later. I do need to make sure that they're 1/2 inch. I thought my lines were bigger than that, but I could be wrong. They may just be 1/2 inch. So if they are, great. We'll just throw them on and be done with it. But yeah, dude, check this. This is like 200 bucks. Like, screw a fast system. This allows me to keep my factory system. So, and no more toolbox. All my tools now go behind the seat. So it's nice and organized. All right, so I got them on there. I've always hated how low these people make these things sit. And I would have loved to get them a lot higher. But I don't get one of those cool brackets like the other guys get. I get just a nice little L bracket. And that was absolutely as low as I could get it. Probably could have put it inside the frame up here, but this is where I got it. It's easily accessible. Now that I think about it, I'm like, man. Oh, no, I couldn't have put it up here either. See, that was like the only spot that was accessible, but it doesn't sit much lower than the fuel tank, and I've never bottomed out the fuel tank. And it doesn't sit any lower than the rear end, so I think we'll be all right. So now I just need to get it in the shop, cut some lines. But yeah, so now we have some fuel filters that, sorry, they're not, you know, I know some guys like to face them so the fleet guard sticks out or whatnot. I don't know, I just tightened them and that's where they're happy at. All right, so check this out, right? See if I can set you guys somewhere. You're supposed to be able to see the outside from the door handle, so I think yeah, get that replaced here in a second with this nice new one. So it's supposed to be able to, you guys can see the movement. Well, this one here, you need to really force it and then it never goes back, so that's why the door never unlocks. Alright, so I told you guys you definitely want to put some Teflon on this. We are leaking a little bit because the other day I didn't have any on me, but I'm going to do it now. Since we have these fuel filters, you guys can see here is how I did everything. There's that, there's that. Run oh so nicely up to the front. And then there's the line sticking straight up right there, so I had to cut it a little shorter. And we'll do that, but basically I want to get all this stuff cleaned out since this is the last time I'm going to have to do it, since I have new fuel filters, so you guys can see the gunk that's in there. So we'll clean it out, get this thing cleaned up, and we should be good to roll. Alright, everything's good. I was like, you know, the best time to do this, honestly, is when you have a full tank. As long as you have a sump already in, do this when you have a full tank, because I just unscrewed the bottom filter there, and both those filters are already full. Which means, in theory, this thing should fire up. Well, let's see. Let's get that fuel pressure up. By the way, take a second to listen to that glory. Fully working exhaust brake. Now we have 3 fuel filters on this truck. Alright, well, it fires up and runs. That's all I need to know. By the way, yes, it is straight oil. Like, you guys have no idea. Check this out, right? I'll put these rags down to show you. If I unscrew this, Not a speck of fuel comes out. That is straight oil. So, just figured I'd show you that. So this thing starts up in the mornings. Not, you know, super happy, but it starts up every morning. That other day was without the no grid heater, no block heater, straight oil runs. So these old oil burners, they really just can't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing wrapped up. We are good. I also got this door handle replaced. I'm not impressed with the quality of this door handle. You guys, look at that. This is an Amazon special. I'm not impressed, but other than that, VGT controller's doing good. So this is done. Like, I don't gotta screw with this anymore unless I just gotta get like an actuator for the exhaust brake when it's cruising. So what I'm gonna do is I need somebody to, let me turn a light on. What I need is somebody to make me the shape of the turbo. I can reuse this piece up here. I'll remake this one. And then I can adjust this piece here, make this a little nicer, and then we'll have one really good piece. And then, yeah, basically this will look a lot nicer. So this is really good. This works really, really good. Like, this thing spools so quick. It like spools quick like a 6.7. A little bit quicker than a 6.7 actually though. So what I need to do is I want this to look nice, because this spring here, this is great. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. You guys can see with the vehicle off, there is a ton of tension on it, but then when you start it, anytime you hit the throttle, like, it seems like there's a lot, but with the exhaust pressure, it actually opens it up. So, and then when I let off the throttle, if I blip it, it'll activate the exhaust brake. If I hit the throttle again, it'll kick it out. So this has been working good. There's just enough tension on it to open it to where I need it to be, to where it spools really good, but it still spools like really, really good. So, and still no leaks from that oil drain. But yeah, so that's probably the only thing on the truck that I could really say like I would really want to redo. And then everything else is good, like obviously the battery terminals and stuff, but besides the battery terminals and that's pretty much the only thing left on this truck that's technically, I mean, you could call it rigged if you want, but that's basically it. Like, everything on the truck is perfect. Custom drive shaft is done, 2-wheel drive tranny, everything's good. Starts right up every single day, no matter what. And it's quicker than a lot of the guys' trucks that, with like a common rail with a tuner, I'm gonna say that this is still quicker, and it weighs 9,000 pounds. So I think I did a really good job putting this truck together and picking it out and everything. So, and I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video, so I wanted to give you guys updates like as everything goes. Sorry about the face. But as everything goes on, and as I find out new things, and as I update something or change something or whatnot, I wanted to keep you guys updated. So what I'm gonna do, every time I make a change or every time something happens, I'm gonna let you guys know. So I gave you guys my list of goals. Nothing changes there. The only thing is the white truck. I think financially it makes sense to push that build back a little bit. But since I already own it and it's paid off, there's no point. I'm not going to sell it or anything. Like, that truck's going to be around for a long time. By the way, just admire the booty. Can't wait to get some fuel cleavers on that. But financially, it does not make sense for me to put that truck together yet while this truck is still working. So I have two options. I can wait until this truck gets destroyed again in an accident, or it blows up to build the other one, or I can just wait until next year, because we also are buying the Ram Charger. That's coming up in a couple of months as well. So I said about rebuilding this tranny, but I'm thinking to get it out of here, I might just sell this tranny to get the money back that I bought it for, and then I'll just go and buy brand new stuff for the white truck down the road. Like, I'll probably get a new-ish motor for it, and then I can just get a new tranny. So that I could sell. This can go. So financially, it just makes sense to put that stuff off. So it's still going to happen. It's just going to get pushed because I'm being stretched in many directions financially. So I really think it makes sense to go over all the goals that I gave you guys and just accomplish them. That's what I'm going to do. So let me know down in the comments if you're somebody that wants to help me with a website. Absolutely let me know, because I really want to do this, and I don't really want to have a part of building the website. Like, I want to just hand it off to somebody and let them take care of it. But financially, I'm trying to be smart. I will not touch any of my cryptocurrencies or any of that. I will not touch it. That is all my retirement and my investments. to play with. Any money I put into it, I basically put it down as I don't have that money. So that's my logic. With that being said, look at that. Look, just here. Let me close this up, okay? Let me get this thing closed. Look at that. So from a distance, now you can see the fuel filters down there. I don't like how low they are, but apparently that's very normal. So whatever. Is that leaking? Is that a leak? Okay, that's a push lock hose and it's leaking. Why are you leaking? Well, she died, but then she started, and then you guys can see in the shop it's all hazy. So now we'll get her running. I fixed the leak. So no more leak on the push lock. Turns out I just hit the hose crooked when I did it. I accidentally cut the hose crooked. So whoopsies. That exhaust works really good. Look at that. It's actually heated up just from idle. 12 valves don't just heat up from idling. So that exhaust brake is definitely helpful. So I'm gonna get home. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Safe travels. Like I said, I left my suggestions. Check the description for stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.